Hello family and friends, welcome once again to Smokepot and Balance Kitchen. You're here with your one and only Smokepot. And today, as usual, you know, we always just be going on different journeys. And our journey today is going to take us into a land of steak. For all of the beef lovers and steak lovers, today we're going to be doing what we call T-bone steak. Alright, I'm going to be doing something unique, something that I've never ever done before. And it's a recommendation from one of my friends. He's my executive chef. His name is Tim Murphy. He is originally from Ireland. He told me in their stews, they usually use a lot of stout in their stews. And he suggested that one of these days, just give it a try and see what happens. So today in my T-bone steak, I'm going to be using some stout. But the stout that I have today is Guinness stout. I really wanted to use Dragon Stout, but I thought I had, and I realized I didn't, but I have Guinness Stout. I'm going to go ahead with the Guinness Stout. I know the Guinness is a little on the bitter side, so then I'll have to do what I need to do to balance out and get that flavor that I'm looking for, because I think the Guinness might be a little on the bit too bitter for what I'm trying to get, but then I'll balance it out along the way, alright? So I'm going to take you through the process as usual, and this time I'm taking you through the cleaning process also. So here I have my T-bone steak. You know, I put them in some water, some cold water, along with some vinegar. So now I'm just gonna be rinsing them properly. Okay, so I'm just gonna get rid of that vinegar off them. But as usual, guys, remember, whether it be chicken, whether it be fish, whatever it is, although you know we're gonna cook it and we're gonna cook it for excess amount of time, that usually kill any bacteria and so on, but it's just one of those things. We were brought up that way. You still have to wash your meat and you still have to wash your fish and all of that very good just the same. Alright, so we wash that. I'm gonna give that just a little strain right here. Alright, so while that is sitting, I'm gonna make a dry rub that I'm going to be putting on my steak. So my dry rub, I'm going to be using several type of powdered seasoning. Alright, so I'm going to start off by using a little bit of black pepper. I'll use a little bit of black pepper. Maybe I would say I use about a teaspoon just now. I'm going to be using some adobe. I'm going to use the next about 1 teaspoon. For those who know Sazon, I'm going to use 1 pack. If you don't have this seasoning, whatever seasoning you're comfortable with, use them. You know, hopefully you understand what the salt content and everything else that's in it. For whatever season you're comfortable with that you know gives beautiful flavor, you can work with them. It doesn't make that much difference. I'm going to use some turmeric. With everything that's going on in society right now, and you always got to integrate things that you know it's healthy and will help even fight the coronavirus a little. So you know, health is the thing for me when I'm cooking also, not just the taste and the flavor. So I'm going to put some turmeric also. Alright, I put about a half teaspoon right there. Alright, I'm going to put some chicken seasoning. I'm going to put a teaspoon of the chicken seasoning and some all-purpose. I'm gonna put a next teaspoon of the all-purpose. Alright, and pimento. I've grounded pimento seed. I'm gonna put a teaspoon and a half because that flavors steak extremely well. So I'm gonna do that. Then all we're gonna do from there now, we get all of this integrated. You know, want everything. You know, I do not want some parts of the steak to be well seasoned and the next part be bland, you know, or some part of a little more pimento or whatever than the other. No, so that's why I always do in any dry rub, I do everything, mix everything together so that it's a uniform taste that we're gonna be getting. Now I'm gonna put my steak back in my container. Okay, put them back in my container, and then I'm gonna apply my dry rub to them. All right, so simple, sprinkle a little all over them, both sides, and we take it a little bit extra. As I'm saying, when you watch a lot of shows and so on with other chefs, they just sprinkle it and that's the end of it. But back home we go a little extra. We usually rub it, ensure that it's going down, and I'll place it right here on this side. Same thing, and we're gonna continue to do that with all of our nice beautiful T-bone steak. And why they call it T-bone steak, as you can see, each of them is cut in a manner with that bone that looks like a T, so that's why they call it T-bone steak. All right, so we're gonna continue with that process, and then after we finish rubbing this dry season, the dry rub on it, we're gonna have our steak sit. I'm gonna actually have them sit for an hour, and after we come back, then we continue to show the other processes. But there are some seasoning that I can walk you through that's going to be a part of what we're going to be using. As you can see right here, I have my onions. I have both red and white onions right there. I cut them real small. I have my sweet pepper right there. I have some thyme. I have some garlic, some scotch bonnet pepper. I have some scallion, some tomato, and I have some ginger. And in the middle, as you can see, that's my Guinness stout. That's gonna play a big part in terms of making my gravy and taking this to the next level. So as soon as we put this to sit for an hour, then we'll be back. So guys, while I have my steak marinating, as I told you, for an hour, it's now like half an hour in the process, and I'm gonna add my stout. Right, I'm gonna add about half bottle of my stout, right? Just marinate alongside my steak. All right, as I'm saying, it's the first time I'm doing it. I didn't ask, how exactly he did it. I'm just coming up with my own style, and we're gonna see how it works. All right, so half an hour more now, and then we go straight into start doing the next process. Yes guys, so now my steak has been marinating for an hour. As you saw earlier, I did my dry rub and I added some Guinness to it. Now I just turned my stove on and I added some oil. You can use the oil of choice, your vegetable oil, whatever. Try not to use the heaviest of oils like olive oil or even the real coconut oil for this purpose. Alright, so what we're gonna do now, we're gonna slightly brown these on both sides, right? We're gonna slightly brown them on both sides, and then we're gonna add all the other elements here. There we go. As you can see, the T-bone steak, they are very thin, so they will not take forever to cook. There's a cook relatively quickly. Alright, then we're gonna give these just a few minutes, because as I'm saying, I just want to get a little brown on both sides, because we're going to finish cooking them with all the beautiful seasoning that we have waiting, or bell pepper, or onions and everything. So we're just going to slowly Give them a few minutes, right? And then we're gonna proceed with the rest. And then, guys, I can tell you that just went into the oil, and already I'm smelling it. Already I'm smelling it. I'm smelling the pimento, and I'm smelling even the Guinness. You know, I'm thinking it's gonna be great. But as I told you, it's the first time I'm trying this one, and we see how it works out. So in about a few minutes, I'll continue the process for you guys. So stay tuned. Okay, guys, I've been doing my steak, right? I've turned it. I've basically give it a little fry on both sides. So now I'm going to be adding everything. The steak was already done, right? So now we're going to take it to the next level right now. We're going to basically take it a notch up. And don't worry about the looks right now, guys. When I'm through, you're going to see that nice, beautiful brown that we always see in steak. And remember, a lot of people do their steak and they'll do it like raw or medium raw. Medium rare, I should say. I'm sorry about that. I use the term raw because when I see the rare, it reminds me of raw, sorry. But they do it rare and medium rare. For anybody who is affiliated with like the islands and so on, we like our steak or our beef well done. So I'm going to be doing it that way. So now I'm just going to be adding my beautiful seasoning. So here I'm going to put my bell pepper. Alright. These are going to take it not 1 or 2 notches up. These are going to take it all the way to Zion. Right, here I have my onion. It's a nice amount of onions, but when they're completely cooked down and marinated in this juice, it's gonna be magnificent. Alright, so add those onions. I want them, all of them, to just basically dissolve. Alright, my other season that I'm working with, as you know, I have my tomatoes, you know, my tomatoes. I have my ginger. As I'm saying, for me, ginger goes so well with steak. So here's my ginger. This is Scotch-bonnet pepper and garlic. You can get this out there. My thyme. Oh, some more is here. Alright, my thyme. And lastly, my scallion. Alright? And then what I'm gonna do now, usually I would add maybe a little bit of water, but because I'm experimenting with my Guinness, my stout, I'm gonna use my stout to substitute for the water. Alright. I'm also gonna add a little bit of soy sauce, just a little bit. That's gonna actually help me with the color that I'm looking for. Right, so I'm gonna add a little bit of soy sauce, and then I'm gonna allow this to cook down nicely. I'm gonna add some soy sauce. As I always say, remember the type of seasoning you're working with. Please know the taste that you get, the amount of salt content, the sugar content. So when you're adding, you know exactly what you want, because this carries a little salt, so you do not want to overindulge. Now we're gonna leave this to marinate and come together for about 15 minutes max, and then we're gonna check and see exactly what's going on. Then we're gonna take a taste from there, and then we know exactly what we need to finalize this beautiful dish that I'm doing. So remember, guys, Smokepot and Balance Kitchen. Subscribe, share, like, comment in the section, whatever, if it's good or bad, just comment. And please keep your notification button on, because recently it seems like a lot of you guys' notification button has been off. So double check and make sure it's on so that you can see the weekly videos. Alright, so see you back in a few. Okay, guys, well, this place is just, the aroma in this place is just ridiculous, and we're almost at that point. So as you can see, after 15 minutes, of cooking all those ingredients. That's what it looks like. The color is getting beautiful, everything. So I tested the meat. It's almost ready. It's at maybe 5 minutes from the well done status that we enjoy. So I'm just gonna turn this down a little bit and taste to see whether or not where we want to be. Guys, that's amazing. I don't even taste the Guinness per se, but it makes a beautiful gravy. He's right, but I do not taste the Guinness the way I thought I would. But it's missing just a hint of something. So what I'm gonna do, I'm going back to my old habit. You know, I enjoy putting a little sweet wine. So I'm gonna add some Magnum wine. It's just missing a little something. It's really flavorful, right? It's very nice. I'm adding half bottle of my my Magnum wine. It's a sweet wine. It's like a red label sweet wine, or even if you're drinking even if it's table wine, but try to get the sweet one. I'm also going to be adding just a little bit of ketchup right here. All right, you can see that looks beautiful, and that should do the trick. So what I'll be doing the next time you guys see me, it will be that time. It will be plating time and tasting time, and I promise you it will be as gorgeous looking at it as it usually is. So don't go anywhere, stay tuned for us to go into some nice delicious food. All right, so yes guys, we're at that moment, that beautiful moment when all that beautiful smell is killing me, and that aroma and that beautiful taste is coming. So now, as you can see how delicious that looks, time to turn the stove off. All right, you can see this is just beautiful. The smell is out of this world. And today we're gonna be plating. What I did today, I made some mashed potatoes. Right, I made some mashed potatoes. I made some salads, just some greens to help bring up the plate properly, and I have a little avocado. So that is what we're going to be plating with, and you're going to enjoy this with me today. And guys, stay tuned. Guys, this is my beautiful T-bone steak made with some Guinness stout and a little red wine, and it's basically plated with some mashed potatoes. I made mashed potatoes with a little garlic butter and some mayonnaise and a little black pepper, topped with some salad. And the salad is some lettuce, some tomatoes, and some blackberries, right, and some strawberries, and also some avocados. All right, a little raspberry also. So as you can see, it's just a sight to behold. So now is the time I'm going to be taking my regular tasting. I already know what it's like, but hey, to enjoy it in this manner is completely different than when I just taste it. So now is the time I'm going to be indulging myself and trying to take you on that journey with me. Just try to taste while I taste. All right, guys, we're gonna dive down into this delicious meal right now. As you can see how beautiful it is. I don't know where to start, but anyhow, let me just touch a little of the salad, you know, just to get my taste bud going. And that salad in itself is just off the chains, guys. A little piece of the avocado. Now, as you can see, there's some gravy I put on the mashed potato. Mashed potato in itself is of a beautiful taste. Taste of the gravy. Guys, I went out last night it was my birthday. Happy birthday to me. And my some of my kids took me to dinner at this this restaurant. I won't say where or how. I can't tell you the amount of people that was present. I kept my mask on the whole time. But guys, I won't toot my own horn. That's why I keep telling you guys, just try the recipes and then tell me. But it's like it's night and day compared to what I had last night. My son had some steak, so I tasted his steak, and my daughter had some garlic chicken, and I tried a whole snapper with some mango sauce. I think it came with some potatoes, some black beans, and some, what else it came with? I think some coconut rice or something, and some plantains. And guys, I'm telling you that subpar, and this is a place that is so acclaimed. It was crazy. I'm like, wow, should I be going to places to have food? Is it something because I enjoy cooking and I love cooking and my taste buds is through the roof, that so many of these places that I go to enjoy some meals from is just so wacky? And while they have this great following, I'm not sure why, but guys, I'm telling you, this that I have in front of me that I just prepared is like 10 times in terms of the taste that I find in some of these places. So just follow my recipe, try it, and then you'll be able to see whether or not I'm just BSing or I'm serious. It's not a game for me. This is what I do. I eat and I cook 24/7. So that first taste I just had a while ago, that bite with that garlic that I told you I made with some garlic butter and some mayonnaise, a little black pepper, nothing out of this. It's so darn good, guys. It's so good. And I'm not into potatoes like that. You know, let me go into the main thing, which is my steak. All right. As you know, I told you before, steak have to be well done for me. Gotta be well done. All right. So, cheers. Guys, of all the meat, beef family, I'm a goat guy. I'm not into beef like that or nothing. But my goat, my curry goat or my stew goat, I indulge. I'm not a beef guy. Guys, when I'm telling you that, this is so darn good. It is so good. It's so hard. It's almost indescribable in terms of how good it is. The balance, the everything that needs to shine through for a steak to be A1, it's shining through. Try it. My brother Tim, that stout worked. It worked. I don't think it's gonna get me drunk. You told me that's what you used to hide from the wife and so on. And you want to take a drink of something. I ain't exposing your business. But big up yourself, Mr. Tim Murphy. And it did work. And continue to show me your feedback. All my friends and followers out there, please comment. Tell me things that you would like me to try. I'll definitely do them for you. One of my subscribers was asking me about making goat with some, and it's not curry. That's already there. So just go back and check the videos. I have a goat in wine sauce. It's off the charts. So check that out because you had asked about it. Guys, once again, share, subscribe, like, right? Make your comments. It doesn't matter if it's good or bad. It's okay with me. Just let us take this journey together. Peace out, love, be safe.